Na weekend lazima uende ukajinais kidogo. So life was very difficult. So I completed, niliachana na masters kidogo kwa njia because I didn't have time on the weekends to go to class because class is evenings na weekends. So nikaachana nayo nikaenda kufanya siasa. Luckily I won the election, nikarudi masters kumalizia. I graduated in 2018. Then in 2019 nikaingia huko kufanya PhD bado. But now I wanted to do something different because mimi nafanya siasa. That is what I know I'll be doing with my life. I know what I'll be doing with my life in politics. So I didn't care to do things on the same line. Nikaenda law school. Nikaregister kufanya PhD in environmental law. Sasa ndio nafanya research yangu, ndio na collect data. I'm doing primary data. I'm doing a research on sustainable water abstraction. Hii mambo yenye mito inakauka ndio natafuta teknolojia kumonitor river levels and all that. That's what I'm studying. So 2017 I won primarily because of the support I received from young people. I was 28 years in 2017. So watu walikuwa wananidismiss. Huyu ni kijana mdogo, enda ukaoe kwanza, you know our people there wazee. So you know when hawana hizo vitu ni young people. Naambiwa mko na makosa. You know I knew how to twist words. So naambiwa mko na makosa kutokuwa married. Nyinyi mnaona mko na makosa? Sema hapana. Nawaambia basi mnipigie kura. So because they were not married. So why would they come and tell me I'm not married? So young people, I managed to talk to them and they helped me a lot. And some were also helping me with their parents and all that. Now, after winning the election, I had a huge now pressure from young people, especially graduates. Imagine there are so many graduates without jobs. Kisii University mko na Bachelor of Education. Nani na ngapi wanasoma education? Wako walimu. Especially kama unasoma arts. Si wana employ na quotas. Kama saa hii TSC na employ walimu tuseme wa 2018. Kuna venye wao kufanya those quotas. You know them, So wewe kama una graduate 2022, utaajiriwa 2027. Yes. Hiyo ndio scale by the way, 5 years sometimes for some combinations. Sema kama unafanya geography CRE, unaweza kuwa walimu wanaemployiwa saa hii ni wa 2016. You'll be applying but wakikaa kutabulate the marks utafika unless you have a lot of money you go corrupt them. Maybe you can get lucky. But tukitumia the quota system, utangojea 5 years ukigraduate kupata job. And within those 2 years unaweza kuwa umeenda US ukamaliza masters now you are working, earning a lot of money. As a teacher your starting salary before deductions is 48,000. Before deductions. Alafu uchukue loan ununue gari. Ati? Ukinunua gari ujue utakatwa 20,000 shillings every month. Then taxes, you have to pay rent. Una learn on negative unless you have another assigned as a business. It's very difficult to manage with 50,000 in this country per month. It's very difficult to manage. Hata kama tunaambiwa 50,000 is a manageable, it's nothing. You talk to teachers. Only principals have money because they have access to school bank accounts. Not because of a big payslip. Unasikianga walimu, mimi nakaa na wao, unasikianga wakisema venye watatafuta promotion. And by the way, kupromotiwa from one job group to the other, ukiingia unaingianga na K. Ndio utoke hapo uende M. I don't know 5 years. Na unaongezewa sijui 10,000. It's a vicious cycle of poverty. So many bright people go through. But of course, not everybody will go to the US. It's only that we are trying to give you a path. How many of you are doing actuarial science? Wow. So many of you, Sasa watu wataenda kufanya mambo ya insurance. Most of you actuarial graduates wanafanya underwriting ya insurance companies. Ni kweli? There are no jobs for you in this country. Ni kama kufanya political science yenye nilifanya unless uende kwa siasa. Na viti za MCA in Kenya ni 1,500. Toto. Na in 1 year, University of Nairobi kwa class ya political science, hiyo time tulikuanga watu 400. So you can imagine, ni 500 saa hii per year. When wana graduate from UN alone as political scientists, mnaenda wapi nyiwo? How many seats are there for you to do politics? Unless uende ukukwe assistant county commissioner na wengine wako sijui taka utangofe ama utafanya nini. So it's that unfortunate. Hiyo story ya kukaa hapo ati nangojea kupata job and all that. So nilikuwa under that pressure. So wakati nilienda US 2018 to attend the national breakfast. After that we had dinners at the embassy with the MPs wenye tukaenda na wao. Then I met some Kenyans there who were going through a rough time finding a job after graduation. Wenye tulikuwa nao class moja. One of the ladies alikuwa classmate wangu. So but she had a rough time until she met Bob. Nikamuuliza ulimani, alikuwa, she told me she almost came back to Kenya after kukosa job. Alikuwa anafanya MBA. Akaniambia ni Bob alipatana na yeye akampea job skills na training za IT zenye anafanya nazo job, and she was earning very well. Na immediately after kupata the first job she earned a car, she was doing well. Hey, then nikamwambia hebu nionyeshe huyu Bob. So akanipea namba ya Bob. So when I called Bob, nikamwambia Bob, ukikuja Kenya nitafuta, nataka tuongee, introduce myself. So Bob came to Kenya in November of 2018. Tukakaa chini, tukapanga, tukaongea mambo. Nikamwambia tupange kazi tupeleke graduates America. Nilikuwa nataka kupeleka award yangu. So nikawapelekea idea, nikawa recruit, nikaona hawachangamki. Then sisi hatukuwa tumeishapen vizuri. Mimi nikamwambia, then nikaona hawachangamki. That's when we opened it up. Ilikuwa inaitwa sako. Ilikuwa na jina ya left, ilikuwa sako ya kijijini tu kwetu. So we opened it up, the sako tukafungua for the whole country. Then wakati tulifungua Wakisii wakajaa huko sasa. Wakisii hawapendi kukaa huko. What is your problem? By the way, they know the value of going to America. Kama kuna watu wamechangamka kwa program ni Wakisii, and they are doing very well. Na wanagonga hizo majimat. Au ni kama Wahindi. Wakale na Wakikuyu, of course, going by numbers. Unaona history Wakikuyu wanaambiango wanafanya makosa ikipatikana huyo ni Mkikuyu. It's because they are many. So makosa inaonekana ni yao. Ukienda kwa Pokot, wale ni wadogo zaidi, wako na similar problems, ni watu wako kila mahali waonekana. Yeah, so then guys from my village now wanaona watu wameanza kwenda, ndio walianza kuingia. Bob, tungekuwa tunategemea graduates wa Bogeta West, tungekuwa tumepeleka mmoja. Actually the first one from Bogeta West where I come from is going in January. 3 of them. Na wanaenda 50. Most of them are not even from my ward. That's when I realized we have so many unemployed young people in this country. Then the program, I thought itasaidia watu wangu, kumbe itakuja kutransform the whole country and find ourselves even here at Kisii University talking about it. Because there is a lot of opportunity in America for jobs. Kwanza kwa IT field. Hii August nilikuwa kwa Bob, alikuwa amenihost. You heard what your VC was saying here, that in America they have a lot of workspaces. Zinaona watu wa kuemploy, they are desperate for workers. But ndio ujipate huko ni ngumu. It's very difficult to go there. Actually sisi tunapeleka watu kufanya kazi US. Hii program yetu si kupeleka watu kusoma. No. Our Kuna watu wanajiambianga ukiingia campus, provided I graduate. Ukigraduate na hiyo pass, even employers look at your grades, by the way, za university. Wanaenda through your transcript kuna, oh, tumeadvertise job watu wame, they use any method to eliminate you. County assembly yetu, by the way, sasa nimeona imeadvertise some 20 jobs. So I went to the HR last week, nikamwambia hebu nionyeshe analysis ya the long list. I wanted to see people who are applying for jobs and what they have. Wanaweka grade ya form 4, wanaweka degree na class yenye uko nayo hapo. Kwa nini? Ndio waangalie waone what you have. Napata wanachujwa, wanarankiwa first class, second hapa, wanaweka hivyo. So you are even getting eliminated even in jobs in Kenya because of how you did in campus. Because anytime unaona hata Kisii County government imeadvertise for 50 jobs, they have 5,000 CVs to sort. So many employees, so many people looking for jobs. Sorry, so many prospective employees, so many people looking for jobs. So niambie kama uko na pass, utakompete aje na mtu ako na second hapa kwa job? You won't compete. So it's very important even for you, hata kama una choose kukaa Kenya, mazi ngangana hiyo class. Ngangana upate good grades hapo. Because hata jobs are around, it will matter. Now, when we started our airlift program, of course, COVID came, katufungia. But now we may open up. We have 13 students in the US. We are taking around 50 this January. So I know you have people at home, sisters, brothers, wali graduate, wanafanya hizi jobs za wana. By the way, mimi kaa sio venye niko na passion ya kusaidia watu. Mimi hata hii kiti ya MCA ina pesa kama yenye nawaambia mkalipwe, nitaenda huko pia. I can airlift myself very fast. It's only that if I airlift myself, we will airlift Kenyans. We need to help each other. Na ukienda huko ndio, having money in the USA doesn't make any sense. You will have a lot of it, but hiyo pesa utaitumia huku. Utahitaji kununua kashamba, kujengea mzazi. You use that money here. Bob can tell you, US you cannot go ati sababu you are being paid 800,000 a month. Uanze kununua mawe ujenge, hakuna. Utajenga, ukanunua nyumba imejengwa, unalipa polepo. Kujenga nyumba America ni companies kubwa ndio zinafanya hiyo kazi. You cannot go ati kwa sand 5 lorries. Jenga nyumba pale. You cannot do that. Unless uko na ranch yako kubwa, zile zinaitangwa homes za ndani huko kwa watu wenye wako na mashamba. People don't go buying land there. Huko speculation unaona huko ya mashamba, ati mashamba ziko na pesa. Hakuna. Nobody wants to kimbizana na mtu akipata pesa huko anafikiria kashamba. US hakuna. Ukiona mko na shamba ni maeka 10 na ni agricultural. Kama ni agricultural, they are doing large scale. Huwezi pata mtu anaendanga chini ya ng'ombe moja hapo kila siku kukamua ukikimbia daily. Upuzi yenye tunakuanga nayo Kenya. If you are doing dairy farming, you are milking 100 cows per day and above, nani machines. The government will not entertain you to do 2 cows. Hizo vituko tunakuanga nazo huku. Ama kwa faneka pale unalima 50 pieces of cabbage unakimbia nazo sokoni. It's a vicious cycle of poverty that we have here. Kama ni agricultural, na ndio maana uliona wazungu walijaribu kuleta hii kitu. They knew the money is in numbers. Ndio maana ukienda Kericho hakuna mzungu, even during the colonial time akona ati shamba ya majani chai ya eka 2. Walikuwa wanaweka majani chai kama ama 1,000 acres. If you come to Meru County, Bori constituency is owned by whites. Hata sasa hiyo hajaitoka mzungu. Mimi ni chairman wa finance county assembly. Mimi ndio nafanyanga finance bill ili na determine the rate za kulipa. One of the largest group of farmers wenye wanalipanga pesa tunaona ni pesa kubwa, ni white farmers who are in Meru. They own Bori constituency. If you are coming from Nanyuki to Meru, unaonanga mashamba kubwa huko za wheat. Ni wazungu, hakuna mzungu akona less than 500 acres. And this is not this, na Africans ukiwapatia 500 acres wanakatakata wanauza. Bob is married to a Zimbabwean. Anaendanga Zimbabwe. Mugabe alienda akanyang'anya wazungu mashamba, akapea Africans. They cannot do large scale farming. Ni wild animals ziko huko, unless zifanywe zoo. Zimbabwe sasa hivi wanaomba chakula ya msaada and they were feeding themselves. The country just collapsed due to a simple mistake. So even here, hata mimi mwenyewe najiambianga DMK, if I am to do dairy farming, imali wakati nitasikia niko na pesa, I do 100,000 above. That's when I'm doing dairy farming. Ati sasa umalize shule, ununue nduthi moja ukae nayo pale kwa barabara. You want to be rich. It will never. Money is in numbers. That utaona mzungu anafanya vitu za upu. Account ni wazungu na ranches. Ingia kwa ranch in Laikipia. None. Ni sisi Africans mtu anafuga ng'ombe 5 na anazungukanga nazo kwa barabara zikikula huko. It's a sign of wealth. 5 cows. We need to change our mindset. Mwende America, you make money. Money is not sweet in America. It's sweet ikikuja huku. Because huko, they don't run after land. Unaona hapa Kisii hapa ukiona mtu ameweka for sale land 1 acre hapa unaweza kuwa hata ni 3 million. Si ndio? More than that. Unaweza kuwa 5 million hapa karibu na Kisii town an acre. Enda kwa city kama kwenye huyu Bob anakaa. Huko kwao clear water. Unaweza pata eka moja inauzwa 500,000 shillings. Na imekaa hapa hakuna mtu wa kununua. People don't value kimbilia mashamba huko. You value having a home, a family. Kama umemortgage nyumba yako unakaa familia, the rest of the money ni ya kukuja huku kuona watu wanakaa slums huko Kibera. You always find wazungu here. They don't have time to chase after land. Kwanza venye saa hii kwao ni winter. Kuanzia September wamejaa huku Mombasa. Now, what they value is spending their money happy. Tourism. Ndio maana unaona tuko hapo tunaangalia tourists, tuna report kwa Citizen TV jioni. A ship full of 2,000 Americans arrived at the Mombasa port, then we start climbing. Tourists wamekuja. Huku wewe huwezi peleka demu yako hapa Narok, Masai Mara hata weekend. Mademu hamtaki kupelekwa Narok, Masai Mara, si ndio? Mkienda America, by the way, unaweza pata kuingia park hapa kwa campsite, you can spend 5,000 shillings kwenda na kurudi, because kuna Kenyans who run tour companies and they do very cheap for Africans. There is also some companies that were started like Bonfire Adventures. Wanaitishanga some money, wanatengenezea people packages. They like encouraging local tourism. Wanatengeneza some packages that you can afford. Even as a student unasavia to once. Kujitreat, kujinais hata mwaka mmoja. We don't do that. Sisi hapa tuna concentrate kujenga nyumbani ndio hata ukikufa watu wakikuzika wapate uko na nyumba. Very funny. I read a story from Professor Bitange Ndemo. Akisema venye ako na nyumba kubwa huku Kisii na hajai anakujanga once a year na alispend a lot of money that angeweka kwa biashara akijenga nyumba kubwa ndio watu wasemange, oh wewe ulipata kazi mahali umejenga nyumbani. Of course it's okay, but you don't have to spend a lot of money in doing houses that you don't even live in. So it makes a lot of money ukiwa na pesa huko na una invest in Kenya. You do large scale things. Ukuja hapa Kisii ujenge ghorofa 2 3, wanafunzi waingie huko pate pesa kwa rentals. You can make money, more money by investing back here, because huko pesa inanga use sana, but when it comes it has a lot of value. So kuna mtu ameniuliza, if you don't have a B plane, because tunasema kwa hii program nataka B plane and above na B plane in maths. Kama uko na B+, A- na A, We don't look at the maths grade. GMAT itatuangalilia. Yes, you know you do a GMAT exam na ni maths. Huyo ndiye msema ukweli. So we don't look at the maths grade for those with a B+ and above. GMAT will sort you out. Though sahi tunafunza. If you have a B plane, you need to have a B plane in maths because hata hizi course Bob anasemea hapa ni ziko ngumu sana. It's not easy things. That's why they are paying a lot of money. So lazima ukue smart. But bado mtu akona C+ ni mtu smart because each year around 600,000 Form 4 students sit for KCSE. Only 140,000, between 120 and 140 ndio upatanga hii C+. Majority hawapati. Majority hawapati nini? The C+. So tukasema hata watu wako na C+, they can be able, because kuna wengine wako na hiyo C+ na wafanya hata AT. It's even easier for them in this program. So ukiwa na C+ na B-, you can still come to America, but tuko na ile tunaita parallel program. The difference between the parallel program and the main program, it's under the main program unaekanga 100,000 tunakupea 300,000. 300,000 ni loan. Utatulipa ukienda US. After umesoma na ukapata job ndio utaanza kutulipa hiyo pesa. Hiyo pesa si ati tuko na pesa mahali tumeweka. It's because the rate of wanafunzi wanaingia na wenye wanaenda America, wenye wanaenda ni less, wenye wanaingia ni wengi. So huyu na huyu wakiweka, hiyo ni 300,000 tunapeleka huyu. It's that philosophy that we use. Because wale wanaingia ni, but we are getting 2 students wakiingia every day. Na wenye wanaenda kama Januari ni entry maybe ya mwezi mmoja. So these other months can support wenye wanaenda. Na wengine sasa wataenda August. Pesa zenye tulikuwa tumekusanya huku tunaweza peleka another squad. Our by the time we graduate tuanze kutulipa, we will be able to sustain the program. That's how we have structured it. But now, if you're in the parallel program, you pay for yourself the 300,000. Pesa ingine ya kulipa masomo, tutakutafutia job, everything. The only difference ni ati when you wako na B plane in maths tunawasponsor. If you have a B- na C+ and you have your degree, but you also need to have a 3.0 GPA, utaenda the parallel program whereby you haitahitajika the 300,000 at once. Na itajika tu in smaller phases. By the time unaenda ndio utatoto uone nimespend 300,000 in this process. And you can get this money. Ile pesa mzazi ungemwambia toa bribe tukatafute job, bribe your way to the US. Use that money if you don't have that grade. This other 100,000, hata ukiwa second year, you can start saving. And by the way, if you want to go to the US na unataka kupita hii GMAT, ukiwa campus, that's when you have time. We are very bright Kenyans when you wamejoin program yetu wanaanguka hii GMAT because hawana time ya kusoma because walipata jobs after graduation. They want to study, you don't have time. Unatoka job, umechoka, hakuna kitu inaingia kwa kichwa. Sasa ukisoma ndio, you are very good. You can do your GMAT while you're doing your undergraduate. GMAT results are valid for 5 years. So ukimaliza tu unaenda. So you can do your GMAT as you study. So this program, take it to your brothers and sisters. And from the 18th of December, we are going live with our portal. We have created a portal, an interactive portal, whereby you can join our circle. You start saving ukiwa campus. You can withdraw that money ukienda. So ukitumia 18,000 ya help per semester, kama unatumia 18,000, you can be saving 500 that semester or something. You can save some money to once. The goal of ukienda kwa mzazi mwambie nataka 500,000, unaweza mwambia mimi nimejisavia 20 hiyo miaka 4 nimekuwa shule, kama nimejisavia niongezee tu hii. Don't ask for the 100,000 at once. Unaweza lipa in phases. The first phase unaanza tu na 25k. Unaingia unaendelea. Hiyo ingine utalipa by the time ufanye exam. So unaingia tu polepole unaanza, then you go. Then just go to that website. You can also share it with your family, and those others you know can benefit from this program. And I know watu wengi wakiwa huko, we can transform this country through remittances. Na pia wakati universities zinahitaji hata lecturers wa kufunza, utaweza kutoka huko. Most of these professors who teach you here, go to their bio. Hakuna mmoja hajasomea university ya nje. Mimi ni venye sasa niko mwanasiasa, siwezi kaa outside my ward for more than a year. I would have loved to have a master's from a university outside, just to make my CV powerful. Even having that master's from the US, whether we are official partners with these guys and they process our applications very fast, this university. Even having that master's from outside, hata ukirudi huku kufunza, universities apply lecturer positions, you get a job very fast because you have a diversified mind na umetoka huko nje. Na then kuna hizi courses zenye tumewasaidia so unique that we don't even have enough personnel to teach in Kenyan universities these courses. So even being a professor in data science is a huge thing in itself that can earn you money. Even most IT companies will come looking for you, and they will be able to offer you jobs. So guys, take advantage of the Kenya ILF program, not just for yourself, for your loved ones. Then you'll be able to go to the United States and you make money. And then you'll be able to change your life and you'll be able to change this country. Kuna kitu tunajenga inaitwa Silver Savannah, what? Something Savannah huko, Konza City. That is. Your Techno City inahitaji technocrats in the IT field so that it can work. Unless you guys go there, get trained, then you come back and build that Techno City, haitaweza kujengeka. So go get those skills. That's why we'll be able to change the country and also change yourself. Instead of kukaa hapa ukingojea TSC kuajiri, hata walimu by the way, wanaenda. You just need to get yourself into the IT field. There is a high school teacher who used to teach computers in high school. Alikuwa amesomea mwalimu wa computer. Then akaamua kufanya masters ya computing US. So he is one of the ni data analyst anatoka Munde. Is the one I was telling you about. He earns a lot of money. He earns around $80 an hour working for the World Bank in Washington. Alitoka classroom akaenda US. So it doesn't matter that you umefanya Bachelor of Education. It's a mindset uingie tu. Na kama hujafanya software engineering ama those technical courses, you can do the side of tech yenye hitaji ujue coding and those other difficult things. The side of tech yenye inaweza kuletea pesa. Instead of saying, mimi napendanga ukuwa sijui ya counseling psychologist. You can be a good counseling psychologist, but you also need to have money and to have a good life and to provide for your children. Walimu wako watakula counseling psychology. If you don't have money to provide for them, to provide for watoto wako na kuwapeleka shule nzuri, ni ukweli, niwapeleke shule nzuri. That's how you're going to provide for them. So, guys, take advantage of the Kenya Lift program. Mimi nimeacha kazi mingi sana ningekuwa nikifanya kwa ward just to impact you guys. So that at least we can get one person. Tumefanya hizi session Chuka University, Meru University tumefanya, and we are going to several other universities to talk to the students. But even if you don't want to go to America, guys, piteni exams zenu hapa. Kuna huge problem ya kuwa employed hapa ukiwa na pass. Na ni watu wengi wanatoka na pass. Na nimepatana nao kwa program wanakuja wananiambia nilikuwa na A- lakini nilitoka na pass. I can't help you. Na mu advise go back to campus, ujilipie para, do another degree. If you really want to go to America, mtu amemaliza 2012, I'm telling you of a case I was dealing with last week. I graduate University of Nairobi Chiromo campus with bioinformatics, by the way, a very good degree, na akona pass. No university can accept her. Na amekaa from 2012 when she graduated, ametafuta job akachoka for close to 9 years. Niambia sasa unaweza nipeleka America. Niambia do not waste your life. Enda university kama MKU ama Kisii University ama university yenye utaona tu wanaofanga degree za parallel za 2.5 years, 3 semesters. Ufanye a degree because you are bright. Afanya kama BCom after the 2.5 years uende America because hata ukinyamaza na hiyo pass 2.5 years utakuja tu hapa tuongee history tena. So take action now to change your future. So to avoid such predicaments, usipate pass shule. Just that, it's enough. So Mungu awabariki na watende mema. I welcome my brother. Questions, I think we can handle them with Bob before we go because we are going back to Nairobi today. I have an event there tomorrow. Thank you very much.
So thank you. Let's applaud for him. Now, at this juncture, we're going to have our next presenter, Mr. Jairus. We're going to talk to you on you're gonna blood yourself. How do you need to do your professional curriculum vitae and a resume? So, without much further ado, let's applaud for Mr. Jairus as he takes us through a session.
Habari ya jioni. Kwa salama. Mimi naitwa Lemba J. Jairus ndio J inatoka na ni short form ya Jairus So a little story myself, nilimaliza shule 2007 nikaitwa kufanya BBIT JKUAT, sikuwa na fees so I didn't go. Nikaanza kazi industrial area Nairobi. I worked for years nikisoma, nikamaliza nikafanya diploma ya HR, nikamaliza nikafanya degree. Ingaje I had registered to do accounts, so nikakosa malipo, nikaamua nifanye HR. So it was not by mistake. So I did HR and nikaamua nitoke kazi industrial area. I joined another employer, Naivas Supermarkets. So I worked for Naivas Supermarkets 2015, 16, 17, 18 I was fired. On medical grounds. So nika struggle nao kidogo, nikawashtaki, tukasumbuana. So I withdrew the case. I was in the house for 2 years, for 2 months after nipoteza job. So, but because I had done HR, nilikuwa desperate sana. So I went to one of my friends mwenye alikuwa HR wangu, nikamwambia, I just want to volunteer. Nikanyimwa hiyo opportunity. Hakuwa anashika simu. So, and by then I had some groups for WhatsApp zenye I used to post jobs. I had 6 WhatsApp groups, so I used to post jobs there. So, nikaamua, because I had seen a problem somewhere, nikasema let me deal with this problem. Problem ilikuwa job seekers walikuwa na issue na CVs, kuandika CV zao. So they would call me wananiambia, Jay, we need kindly refer us to someone who can do us our CVs. So I used to refer them to another company, but now mwenye alikuwa anaandika kwa amefanya HR. So nikaona there's a problem and this is an opportunity for me now to take it up. So I started my own company in 2018 December. Nikaita JCVs. So 12 tunasherehekea 3 years. And kufikia sahi, I think we've done 17,000 CVs. On our WhatsApp groups 30. Now, from company, now we are a HR consulting company. We do recruitment, we do trainings, we do performance management, all kila kitu ya HR tunafanya. Kuna watu wanafanya HR hapa sivyo? Yeah, so we do everything related to HR. Office kwa Maendeleo House, ukuja hapo utatupata. Ukitafuta online utatafuta tu JAY Cvs 6th floor, room 615. So I'm a CV specialist. That's my passion. I do CVs for all professions. Ukuwe ni askari, ukuwe ni software engineer, ukuwe ni mwalimu, ukuwe ni lecturer, ukuwe ni daktari. So far nimeandika watu 4. So hata mimi so I'll take the shortest time possible to talk about CVs and cover letters. Sinyi wote mnajua CV, but mnajua ile imeandikwa nationality and sex, ndio? Yeah? Nationality, sex, marriage, marital status, hivyo. That is, hiyo CV inakuanga si mzuri. So I'll tell you about what is needed in a CV na how to do it. So CV yako, especially for fresh graduates, CV yako short and precise. Especially if you have no any experience, CV yako 1 page. Wewe uko nyumbani, kanisani, hakuna role una play. Ukienda kanisa tu ni wewe ni kukaa, ukuja shule pia ni hivyo. So CV yako inafaa ikuwe 1 page. But if you are a leader, kama student leader, nimeona your CV can be more than 1 page, inaweza enda 2 pages, but a good CV should not exceed 3 pages. Hata kama umefanya kazi miaka 40, should not exceed 3 pages. So the first part ya CV, unaweza scroll to the first part ya CV. Hizi universities zote, I think I've been in, this is the 8th university na train. I've been in almost all universities in Nairobi, Mount Kenya, KEMU, JKUAT, ZTech, Daystar, Strathmore, to University of Nairobi nilikuwa huko last week. Then I also do mentorships students or high school. We have another group called the Think Tank. We do mentorships of high school students. I have also other partners wenye na partner nao wengi sana. So the next page. I think you all saw this thing. Did you see this? Nini Chief Justice? Chief Justice, Mliona? Yeah, you saw this. There were jobs that were advertised last month. There were 5-6 jobs, but walipata applications 60,000. Mliziona? So it happened, and what happened? Something funny. Your job wali advertise wakapeana 1 week. Uliona? Wali advertise the same job wakapeana 1 week. So kuna kitu ilifanya wa re-advertise your job na wakapeana 1 week. Walikuwa na 60,000 applicants, but they re-advertise the same positions. Wakapeana another week ya people to apply. I'll tell you the reason. So, and the next. Next. Now, a CV is just your marketing tool. Is not seeing you. Niyo document inakuuza. So hiyo document inasema kwamba J akona hizi qualifications na skills zake ni hizi. So when we are hiring him, we are considering that document before tumuone. But I've seen some employers look at wanaangalia sura ya mtu wanasema huyu ndio mtu tunataka, si ndio? There are jobs that need such qualifications, hivyo. Jobs za marketing. Na wale wanasema, they tell you we want a beautiful lady, hivyo. Jobs za marketing, especially sales and marketing. You know, so a CV should have these parts. The first part is the name and the contact details. So the name should be your official names. Then if you have the address, the postal address, always include it. Then contact details, you have your name, your telephone number and email. Shida inatokea hapa mahali kwa email. Kuna wale wanajiandika nice baby, cute girl. Those are not emails to be used on a CV. Make sure CV yako kama unaitwa Jairus Walemba, J Walemba, at least J Walemba 254, such things. Iko kwa at least part of your official names is on your email address. Make sure you have that. Then you have the career summary or the professional summary. The career summary gives a brief history gives a brief view of who you want to, of your aspirations in terms of your career profession, career progression. Assuming when mtu umefanya finance, you have no experience, you talk about your interest in finance and maybe your skills in quantitative skills and analytical skills and interest in joining an organization where you can learn, you can apply your theoretical skills in to grow the financial goals of a company. Then the third part is the core skills or competences. The core skills and competences, these are the technical skills for any position. And the technical skills differ from one position to another, one profession to another. Kama wewe ni mtu accountant, kama wewe ni accountant, core skills zako zinaweza kuwa things to do with you can talk about accounts receivables and payables, payroll processing, financial reporting, If you are a HR profession, you can talk about recruitment and selection, policy formulation, training and development, performance management. When we talk procurement, you can talk about order processing, supplier assessment, market research, vendor relations. So every profession iko na core skills zake, and the core skills mostly are gotten from the the responsibilities of that position. If you're handling a responsibility for, if you are a customer care representative, then you talk about one of your responsibilities is handling customer complaints. So complaint handling is a core skill for a customer service profession. So always talk about, when you're talking about core skills, technical skills, usiweke soft skills. Soft skills nzilo nasema I'm a team player, good communication skills. Those are soft skills. Soft skills will be similar in all other professions, but technical skills, kila profession iko na technical skills zake. Kama ni wewe ni nurse, you can technical skill yako inaweza kuwa things to attend to emergencies, things to do with the medical administration, things to do with the maternal health. Hizo ni technical skills za mtu za nursing. So every industry iko na technical skills zake. So when you are doing a CV, make sure you get the technical skills from the responsibilities. Then the fourth part is the professional and academic qualifications. So academic qualification, like what you're doing now, you're an academic. Come when you're accountant, you're doing a course in CPA course, it becomes now a professional course. Come when into procurement, you're doing SIPs, I'm a Kisii course, that's a professional course. So academic course ni what you're doing at Bachelor of Science in HR. That's a professional academic course. You can also add your high school education. But professional courses like for HRs, kuna HR mnajua kuna CHRP. Yeah? Yeah, CHRP is a professional call for human resource professionals. Kisii, yeah, procurement professionals, CPA, SCCA, accountants. So every profession iko na professional skills zake. So if you don't have a professional course, you only do unaiandika tu kama academic qualifications. Then the fourth part is the work experience. I've seen some people do work experience wanaanzia juu wakiteremka chini. Haitawaisha, hiyo CV yako inaweza enda hata ikuwe pages 15 kama ya Magoha. So always make sure you start with the most recent. What gives you an interview or what gives you an invitation to an interview is your current job. Mara mingi, especially kama uko na experience, kitu inakupa interview, most recent job. Utapata, you'll get that most of the recruiters hawana time ya kuangalia. Mimi ni recruiter. Nikipata CV yako iko na 5 pages, siwezi kudanganya, sitaangalia. Kwanza imeanza pale juu na sex, nationality, I'll not look at it. Because in our day, when we advertise for a position like an accountant position, niki advertise sahi, within 3 hours, I will have more than 500 applications. And you only need one person. So your CV must be very short and precise and up to the point. So the work experience, I'm sure most of you do not have work experience, but because of developing skills like the interpersonal skills, those are the skills that are needed now. Interpersonal skills, communication skills, those soft skills, you can only gain them by engaging in something. You might not be a leader in school, but back at home or in the community, you are doing something. Maybe you are leading a group you are leading a community group ya youth kufanya usafi. That is something you can write on your CV if you don't have experience. So what I tend to believe is that at least you have something you can write on your CV as experience. So make sure, kama seme for a leader, for a student leader, when you're doing the work experience part, you start with the date. I've been a student leader from June 2019 to date. or June 2019 to April 2020. Then you write the organization, Kisii University, position, student leader. Then the overall purpose. There's an overall purpose for that position. The overall purpose is something that summarizes overall what you do. For example, for me, my overall purpose is to doing Cvs. But now, from the overall purpose inaonyesha summary tu. Usitaje responsibilities zako kwanza kabisa. But ukisema overall purpose ya mtu, inamaanisha kwamba you understand the responsibilities will come. Ukisema any of the responsibilities, it falls under the overall purpose. So from there, you can now mention your responsibilities. But of late, we are not encouraging people to mention responsibilities. We want you to mention your achievements. So achievements, I think, what vile mnaweka achievements ndio, some of you might think achievement ni kitu kubwa. Some of the things, vitu ndogo ndogo. If a student leader is someone who has taken part in organizing this event who was successful, that is an achievement yenye anafaa andike kwa CV yake. So achievement si kitu kubwa. Or if you've organized even an event back at home or in church where pale mahali unaenda kuomba na ikawa successful, that's an achievement you should talk about. Or if you've gotten any award during your schooling or back at home, that's an achievement that you have to put on your CV. So achievement is anything that saves time or saves money for an organization. Like a customer service personnel can, mtu wa customer service anaweza kuwa achievement yake ni kwamba alimanage kuwa ana solve complaints in time. Solving complaints in time ambayo ita increase business. Kama ni tuseme ni customer service anafanya kwa tuseme kwa bookshop or something like a hospital. When you solve customer complaints in time, inafanyanga una retain our customers, and by retaining the customers, it ensures that the business ina grow. So if you have, let's say 3-4 roles, you can mention the first role, the most recent, ikifuatwa na hiyo ingine, alafu na ya tatu. But for the first role, I'll show you an example of a CV I did for a student from JKUAT. Then referees. Referees is another area we always mess also. Wengi najua mtaandika dean na lecturer, professor fulani. And you know, ukwae ongea na professor kwa shule, but kwa CV yako umemweka. So the professor doesn't know you. We've had people, unapigia referee wa mtu simu, they don't remember you. Referee anasema huyo simjui. So kama recruiter nitafanya nini? Nitaona huko serious, ndio? So that is it's also a way ya kutusaidia kuweza ku shortlist watu. So always make sure, I know you interact mostly with the school leaders, student leaders. You talk to them, anakuwa referee wako, but you also make sure when you're applying for a job, ambia mtu nilikuandika kama referee. Unaweza kosa kuambia mtu, then apigiwe simu aseme kabla load hiyo simu ishaenda, the chance has gone. So referees, make sure if you are in personal relationship with maybe your lecturer, you can have him as your referee. But always come and referee, weka referee your most recent organization. Umeenda attachment Kenya Airways, weka referee wa Kenya Airways kama your first referee. The immediate supervisor akuwe the first referee. So in the immediate supervisor ni rahisi sana mtu kuona. It shows seriousness, and it also shows that mlikuwa na relationship mzuri na ule mtu. And also make sure when you are adding your referee, ni mtu anaweza recommend. Kuna time tumefanyisha interview, candidate napigia referee simu, unaweka loudspeaker. The boss says, "Huyu kijana ni mbaya sana. He was an accountant." So unapoteza job kama tuko hapo. And the same time tunaambia the guy, ebu jaribu mpigie, muulize vile anaendelea. Akimwongelesha anamwongelesha vizuri. So referees are people wanaweza kuchomea job. And most of late employers wanafanya background checks kabisa. So the next document inajiita cover letter. Cover letter na application letter ni same. Yeah. Yana najua tofauti. Cover letter na application letter. Now, one thing that I've not mentioned is that when you're doing applications, assuming when you're accountant, umefanya finance ama umefanya accounts, kama una apply position ya customer service, should you use the same CV? Yeah, you can always customize the CV to fit the job you're applying for. So the same way, a cover letter is an application letter that is customized to fit the job. Application letter ni ile mnabadilisha tu title. I know most of us, that's what we do. Unabadilisha title hadi unasahau organization. Ume apply customer service officer, unasahau ulikuwa apply na finance KQ. Sasa unatuma hiyo nini Nairobi Bottlers and you have KQ on the application letter. So a cover letter is always customized to fit the job description. And the first part of a cover letter, you could introduce about how you fit that position. The second paragraph ya cover letter iko na paragraph 3. The first, unajiintroduce why you think you fit that position. The second part ya cover letter, the second paragraph, you talk about you relate the JD to your qualifications. JD ni job description. You relate the JD to the job description. The third part, unatumia JD, the attributes part. You talk about your attributes. Attributes ama ile key skills zenye wanataka kwa your job. You talk about them in paragraph 3. So then a salutation and everything. So I think you understand about salutation ya cover letter na application letter. Salutation, jina, then the date iko on your right. Then the addressee on the left. Reference. A dear sir, madam, reference. Then the position the reference position you are applying for. Assuming you are applying for an internship position, a finance intern position, usiandike application for a finance intern position, ref finance intern. So you don't have to talk about application for a finance intern position. Then pale mwisho, you acknowledge, thank you for your time for reviewing my application for this position. Then unamalizia na jina yako pale chini, yours faithfully or yours sincerely. Please or document. Cover letter must be more. Now, this is a CV for alikuwa student leader JQuat. Amefanya analytical chem. So I just want to read the summary. Muone summary yake iko. The summary is very much on point kulingana na ile job yenye anataka. A well-presented, intelligent, and highly focused individual who is keen on a career in the manufacturing industry. He possesses a track record of delivering outstanding service, leading teams, as well as recognizing and developing opportunities. So leading teams, nimeonyesha leading teams sababu he was a leader. So the leadership skills come in. Eagerly seeking an attachment or entry level in a pro-learning environment to gain much needed practical experience. an ambitious, analytical, fast learner, team player with good interpersonal skills and a desire to drive to prosper in all assigned tasks. Huyu kijana when I did his CV na cover letter, alipata job company inaitwa Cosmos Pharmaceuticals. And he was a student leader na pia through us tulimsaidia, they struck a deal na Cosmos Pharmaceuticals. So attaches from JKUAT wanachukuliwa Cosmos. He was so ako Cosmos, yeah. But still now I'm a strike now deal. Attaches from JKUAT wanapata attachment Cosmos. So these are the areas of expertise. Teremka kidogo kwanza ndio nione vile nionyeshe vile nimereach kwa hizo hapo sawa. So he was a life skills coordinator. So what happens when you are doing a CV to kupata hizi technical skills or the core skills? These are the responsibilities. But now from the responsibilities, I talked about overall purpose of the guy. The overall purpose is responsible for implementing and coordinating and evaluating all trainings for the students. So now that overall purpose in a summarize kazi yake, kazi yenye anafanya. But now under the job, what is doing, we have this. So the skills, the responsibilities zake, every responsibility inakuanga na technical skill. So needs assessment, conduct students needs assessment through surveys and interviews and identify skills or knowledge gaps that need to be addressed. So that skill that we get there is the needs assessment skill as a technical skill. Attend seminars and meetings to learn new training methods and techniques and use the knowledge to prepare and coordinate future training sessions. So that the skill gets there is training methodologies. Then assesses the impact of each implemented training program impact assessment. So every responsibility iko na a different skill. So when you are doing a CV, always make sure the first position, we use the first position to get those skills. The first position ndio tunatumia ku get the skills zenye tunaka kwa areas of expertise. Pale juu. These skills now are what we used to nini tunaweka hapa kama areas of expertise or the core skills. So make sure when you are doing a CV, this teremka kidogo nikuonyeshe the second position. When you are doing a CV, second. Now, Society of Chemists, JKUAT chairperson. From this, the first position, hakuja kuwa na skill ya leadership. But from this position, this leadership skills come in now. So you don't have to now to sublet them. Say una mention to the skills now. So as you mention them, you make sure now you get the skill from each position. Na unaiweka pale juu. And there are positions that have more than one skill. There are skills that have more than one responsibility. So unaweza pata responsibilities zingine ni mbili ama tatu, but they have one skill. So it's not a problem about that. So the second position you just write it Evo. Then the third position, other positions now held. So because I'm a hold positions mingi in the school, and we didn't want the CV to go to 4 pages. Now you can just mention the other positions in your hold. The first position, the other positions in your hold. Then you also have some certifications. So the certifications come here. The certifications come here. Unaona amekuwa na certifications mingi sana. So you also mention them. Kabisa. Then the referees ndio. So I think for a CV, you've seen what needs to be done for a CV. So you can open the second document. Now, This is a cover letter. Cover letter, I said it should be in 3 paragraphs. So date iko pale pande huko, mabati. I was just doing it as a nilitoa details on me. So niliandika tu mabati, but it should be mabati, the name of the company. Then you have the address. If you have the kama uko na address, you put it. Then dear sir, madam, reference intern. So you can talk about QA intern or HR intern. So the first paragraph, this is the first paragraph of the cover letter. This letter serves an application for an attachment or internship role in your organization. With proven interest in manufacturing environments, my academic qualifications and skills parallel your requirements for this role. For several years, I've focused my career path and academic pursuits of a Bachelor's of Science Analytical Chemistry program at Jomo Kenyatta University. And this opportunity will be ideal to grow my technical skills in this field. So the first paragraph inaonyesha kwamba passion ya mtu ni is interested in working in a manufacturing setup. So that shows the recruiter kwamba this person is interest yake ni work in a manufacturing setup. It's not just hajatuma tu barua blindly. Interest yake ni work in a manufacturing setup, because mostly that is where now they can apply their skills, the analytical chem skills. So the second paragraph, because this person does not have any experience in relation to what he's asking for, now you talk about his interest and what he really needs to learn from that position. As a self-motivated individual with a positive attitude, I'm thrilled at the prospect of accelerating my technical capabilities and transformative leadership skills with future-focused courses and development programs, broadening my horizons by working on highly integrated teams across the globe and collaborating with people of diverse backgrounds, both professionally, culturally, and bring out the best in myself with continuous investment in my well-being and career development. So he's talking about his interest in that organization. Then the third paragraph is talking about attributes zake. Attributes sometimes we refer to them as strengths. Your attributes might also be your strengths. So I exercise high attention to detail, ensuring accuracy and consistency in my performance, collaborative teamwork, and on-time completion of my tasks. So he's someone who is detail-oriented and is a good time manager from that statement. I offer communication, interpersonal integrity, planning, and organizational abilities. My goal is to gain a launchpad into a career in the manufacturing field and play a pivotal role in achieving the organizational goals by offering outstanding services. I will welcome the opportunity to meet and provide credit for my claims. So, interest yake ni kufanya tu kwa manufacturing company. So the recruiter will more likely consider him than ule mtu mwenye ameandika barua iko plain. So this is how a typical cover letter should be for someone who is seeking an internship position. For someone with years of experience still, I think for someone with several years of experience, I think I can show you one. Let me show you one. tunaweza toeza kando. Can you see that? Now, this is someone who was applying for a position as a CEO, Chief Executive Officer. So now what happens na ukiandika cover letter, you have to study the job description. Then kwa job description kuna place inakuanga na place imeandikwa required competences. So for this one, they needed someone with experience, and she had served for 1 year as she had served for 2 years as an acting CEO for Engineers Board of Kenya. So with years of success in running a professional body, the requirement in the advert was experience in running a professional body. So when you start that statement, experience in running a professional body, iko kwa hiyo statement. I'm ready to join Stella HR Solutions as a CEO. I have a track record of identifying growth opportunities, working with the stakeholders. I'm seeking to leverage my exceptional leadership, personnel management, and operations management abilities in a new challenge. So another thing that was in the JD leadership, personnel management, and operations management. It was in the advert. So you use some of the words from the advert. I work well with an established teams to spearhead new markets. So spearheading new markets was also in the JD. As a highly organized individual, I'm well versed in providing leadership in the development of programs and assuring quality program and organizational stability through development and implementation of standards and controls, systems and procedures. So this part from development of programs to systems and procedures was in the JD. Then regular evaluation and performance management system, providing strategic policy, direction for improved service and maintaining effective collaboration and partnership with organs of the government and government agencies, county governments, international organization, private sector, non-governmental organizations. Yeah, non-governmental organizations and other stakeholders. So that part, stakeholder management part was in the JD also. So you make sure kwamba that part, because iko kwa JD, you have it in the cover letter. Moreover, I'm a professional in managing the organizational budget and ensuring that its funds are properly expended and accounted for. So there was a part of budget management and ensuring that money is well spent. So for a senior role like this one, you talk about your achievements in the last paragraph. In my 90 days acting role at the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, I conducted a 60 days membership drive that led to a 13.8% membership growth and have been actively involved in formulation and implementation of strategic plan, human resource policies and procedures. So what happens, kwa achievements, make sure that you can quantify the achievements. Ukisema will increase sales, now what percentage? It is always good. It is always good to say that you increased sales with this percentage. So when you talk about an increase in sales on an achievement that's related to the work you are doing, always make sure that you are by that. So I think questions zitakuja baadaye if you have any. I can talk something kidogo about sawa. Questions zitakuja baadaye, we'll discuss more. Sawa. Thanks a lot.
So let's applaud for him. That's a very key area that you need to pay attention to. And I think maybe for the people who will be interested to be rifted, you need to do a CV, You need to do other things, I think, a statement of objectives. Why do you need to start and go there? You have to know how to do those things. Yeah? Okay, so at this juncture, due to time, I want this table here, and I want the okay. Yes, as you prepare, yeah? I want us to do something. Already set. Okay. Yes, in the meantime, as he comes, but not now, let me hear him do something. Not now, but we will do something for the people who are interested then immediately after this presentation. And also, Wekesa, just be prepared. You're almost coming to conclusion. Just be patient, especially for the people who are ready to be lifted. Sorry, I didn't introduce him. He is Livingstone Makori. He is the CEO Corporate Career Academy. So you'll be seeing much. He has supported a lot, especially to have this event to be successful. He has previously worked, especially with Actuarial Student Society and other groups. So we're going to have him. He have had even some of our guests here, and we appreciate. So welcome, Bona Livingstone.
So I'll take the shortest time. If you wanted to leave, don't leave now. I take the shortest time. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to share with you. As mentioned, my name is Livingstone Makori. I work with Jubilee Health Insurance. I'm also the founder of Corporate Career Academy, but people are pushing me to be the CEO. So I'll start calling myself CEO from tomorrow. For today, I just say founder. So Corporate Career Academy is working now, currently working with universities to do few things. We do career awareness, we do soft skills training, professional certification, skills for work, leadership development, we do coaching, mentorship, financial wellness is a new concept we are doing, training on environmental conservation. One of the key young people who have been doing environmental conservation called me and said, we need to partner to plant trees. I think that's something we can also work on about the environment. So we have a number of partners we work with, and we really want to appreciate them. So I'll mention what we do with them, but these are the number of partners. I'll mention them down there. So why Corporate Career Academy? I've worked in the corporate world for the last 11 years. And I've also been a student leader. I've been a leader of club. I've been the chairman of Alumni Association. All that time, I learned there's a very huge gap between career and industry. What the guys in the corporate world are looking for and what you are looking for are two different things. That's why most people take a very long time to even after graduation to secure a job. And I want to tell you, it is not that there are no jobs. There are no right people to do the jobs that are available. So you find many people have graduated in a given area. All of them are the same. Ni kama one do this. That's why TSC is very deliberate. First come, first served. Those who graduated earlier, take them because it is the same training. But in the corporate world, it's very different. You could be very young, 20 years, you are a manager, CEO. Somebody is 40 years, is a clerk because of how the skills you have built. So I came with this initiative with a number of professionals to be able to bridge the gap between academia and industry so that we are able to make students more employable. Our work is to ensure that we reduce the time that we give you opportunities to learn and get skills while you are in college. People ask me, how can you ask me 3 years experience and I've just graduated? Actually, you have a chance to have even 7 years experience. When I started working, I had 12 years of work experience. And I could explain, yes, I have. I was a class monitor, that was work. A lot of work. I was the head boy in my primary, that was a lot of work. I worked in my father's farm. That was work. And I could put them down and tell them I have 12 years of work experience, but I graduated yesterday. It helped me a lot. So what is the challenge currently? If you look at this picture, there's a young graduate who is very expectant. There's a professional who wants to climb in their radar. These guys don't have time for you. They don't have time. I'm now pushing them to create some time and talk to you. They are very busy struggling to get promoted. A student is cramming to get a first class. Kindly don't Don't work for a first class only, work for other things. So you realize these people have a very big disconnect. I've spoken with some managers who tell me, I don't want interns. They don't know what they want. But how they know what they want if you have never spent your time to talk to them? So to challenge them, I decided this year I'll be taking leave to speak to students. I'm on leave by day today. When I'm on leave, I go to universities, talk to students. When I have free time, I get students. I've created 1 hour a day to be able to engage with students, even if it's talking to them, understanding their thinking, so that we support them. So that's what we are doing. We ensure that you have the leadership skills, you have the skills to help you work in the corporate world. So who do we work with? We work with everybody who supports career development, from universities all the way to primary schools. We have alumni associations, Office of Career Services, clubs and societies. We work with corporate subject matter experts, people who are well in their job. We work with TVETs, secondary school, HR firms. That's where Waremba came in. We also work with professional bodies. We work with professional certification bodies, and I'll mention them as we move on. Then what have we done so far? In the last 1 year, we have had a deliberate attempt to ensure that we reach the people we work with. So we have been able to reach 115 clubs and societies. We've been able to host more than 91 speakers. We have done more than 26 fiscal sessions with clubs, students, societies. Next week, at a time like this, we are at Machakos University, another leave day for me. We will also keep closing the year at KU so that we finish the year and then focus on next year. We have also been able to do a number of MOUs, including some I am concluding right now, to support students to grow. So why are we concerned? The research by the it's called what? Inter-University Council of East Africa. This is what the research revealed, that in East Africa, and if you can be able to see, 63% of students in Uganda, they are not ready for the job market. Tanzania, 61%. Burundi, 55%. Rwanda, 52%. Kenya is better, 51%. They are not ready for the job market. Those are the guys you ask, Anko, nimemaliza shule, unataka kazi gani? Yoyote. Because they are not ready for anything. They are just ready for nothing. So the other thing that motivates us to do what we are doing, employers are looking for individuals who are focused, who know the roles they want to do, and who are even prepared. For you to be able to know the roles, you need to have somebody to mentor you. And I take the example of Uganda. In every meeting I talk, in Uganda, when somebody is getting married, they are prepared. They are prepared for marriage. I was never prepared enough. They are prepared in Uganda for marriage, especially ladies and all that. There's a process where you take your aunties, take you through marriage, what you expect. No wonder their marriages are lasting. In Kenya, we don't do that. So we want to do this process of preparing our youth. And this is what Corporate Career Academy is leading. How do we prepare our youth for the job market so that even you, when you go out, come back and prepare other students? Because this is a factory. There'll be students today in Kisii, tomorrow and another day. So that's what we are doing. Another thing, job experience is better than any level of education. Job experience is number one. So some of you did management. You think when you come to my company, you become a manager because you have done management. No, we'll be looking at skills. How do you gain these skills? Volunteership. The guys who planned for this event, they have an experience. Then the other thing, professional certifications can help you secure a job and can easily transition you into the corporate world. But how many of our students know about professional certification? No. I was in one university sometimes back. I was with CASNEP in that team. And I realized none of the students knows about CASNEP. I can't blame them. Nobody has ever told them. CASNEP was going there for the first time. And I'm talking about that. There are so many professional certifications. Isaka spoke here. Who knows about them? Did you know about Isaka before they came? Who knew about them? Nobody knew about them. Oh, only Mutat knew about them. Meaning all of us didn't know about them. So the work I'm doing is to make sure that those professional bodies leave their office and come to where students are and talk to them and engage them and tell them why they need to pursue that. So that we don't spend our time in Dunda. Mimi sikatai mtu kudance Dunda, but professionally you grow. Again, the market has changed. In the global market, even Kenya, employment has changed. For the last 1 year, 80% of my work, I've been doing it from the house with only one intern, who is my son. Nobody. So even internships are not available. I can only intern my son, who is 2.5 years old. The world has changed. And you see my work is in sales, but I'm selling from the house. So unless we know we have the digital skills required, then we may not be very effective in what we are doing. The life cycle, I like using this picture of the life cycle of a human being. But I also want to compare 3 people. I know you are in 23 years old. By the time Barack Obama was 23 years old, he was a community organizer. By the time Jack Ma was 23 years old, he was looking for a job at KFC. By the time J.K. Rowling was 23 years old, he was broke. By the time Jeff Bezos was 23 years old, he was working at McDonald's. But now, Walt Disney, by the time he was 23 years old, he was declared bankrupt. So the reason why I'm giving you this, don't think that you have lost a lot. Actually, you have not lost nothing. You have lost nothing. If only you change your focus from here, then you become a better person. So if these people at 23 years were this poor, and then now by the age of 44, Obama was the president of the US, what can you do if you focus? Just a focus. So the life cycle of a human being, you start from being a toddler, moving on, moving on. If you are not very careful, career will take more than a half of your time. If you take a wrong choice of a career, you live regretting the rest of your time. People who take careers they love, they end up growing very fast because they can even innovate within their career. But if you are doing a career because my parent told me this uncle did this course, then you are in the wrong career. You need to understand, why should I take this career as I move on? So why choosing a career is important? It gives you peace of mind, enables you to grow very fast. The corporate is able to recognize you. You are able to do papers along that career, and by so doing, you become an expert in something you are doing. What are some of the things you need to do for you to succeed in career? Learn to network early enough. I also say, career is like marriage. You don't wake up one day and say, I want to marry you. No, there's courtship. Can you also start networking with people within your industry? And the easiest way, there's LinkedIn. Join LinkedIn, have a profile, get to learn from your experts. Most of the people here, including Jay, where did we meet Jay? I've just met him here for the first time. We have met in LinkedIn, and I told him I have an event in Kisii. Would you wish to come? Yes, I'll come. I'm meeting here for the first time. So if you are able to do that, most of the speakers I've had, including international speakers, none of them have even sat down to talk to. I just write on LinkedIn, this is what we are doing. This is the impact we want to do. Let's proceed. We meet, we bring them here. So LinkedIn is a very powerful tool. If you are looking for a job, go to like people like Brighter Monday, who are also part of our partners. I've gotten 2 jobs from Brighter Monday. You are just seated, they call you, can you do this job? You say yes or no. The other thing is learn to volunteer. There's a student here seated doing accounting, and you want to say there's no work experience. There are so many shopkeepers out here who don't keep records. Can you volunteer your weekend? You sit down with that guy, help them to do bookkeeping. That is the experience we want to remember. Experience doesn't say it must come from Safaricom. Nobody says that. That's where Professor was saying, people are doing animal science and we have malnourished cows out here. But you want to be employed by, who is the biggest brooder in Kenya? Maybe Brookside, if you part experience. And there's experience out here. This one, you don't even need fare. You only need to work with that guy umwambie, by the way, what do you feed your cows? This is the feeding program. Add this one, add this one. Then you come and say, when I was in Kisii, I identified 15 households who had malnourished cows. I took them through this program. And by the time I was graduating, they had upgraded from this point to this point to this point. And then somebody will say, you are an innovator. You have skills. You are working as a procurement person in this office, but you have never gone to the procurement department to know what they do. And then you are saying, hakuna kazi ya kupata experience. It's only you who decides not to get experience. And that's why I'm challenging young people. The other thing is learn to grow gradually. Don't think you'll be employed tomorrow and buy a car. If you buy, that's fine. Me, I was a branch manager working in Nduthi. That's fine. I was a branch manager. I was a regional manager. I didn't have a car. Sometimes you learn to grow gradually. Things will come. So if you do that, you'll avoid shortcuts in life. You'll avoid sponsors. Not sponsors who are corporate career. Sponsors who are corporate career, work with them. You'll avoid them because you'll see the gradual growth you need to grow. There are top skills you need to learn. And
we have for 3 banks in Kenya who want to employ insurance graduates. We have 6,000 insurance agents who need people to employ. We have 200 insurance brokers. And when you talk about insurance, that's the same way we talk at IT. It's not all about coming to sell policies. That's the misnomer people have. We have people in relations, public relations. We have people in marketing. We have guys who are in procurement. But all these guys need information about insurance. One of the tragedy I've also found as I employ people Facebook. That's where we want to turn your curiosity so that you can make money out of it. What informed this one? We had a student in one of the public universities who was a watchman. So during the day, the student will go to class. During night, they become a watchman. And what, do you know how much they were earning? 8,000. But if you are trained in the insurance industry with your knowledge and your skills, you can make 8,000 within a day or 20,000. So this one ensures that you are able to support yourself, continue learning as you work. Digital agents like the ones I've trained, they don't even go out, you don't even see them. Your work is to learn about social media, marketing, get the skills, client will write to you, you reply, form fill, you return it, and then you become a professional. So guys are making a lot of money in this. We started with Strathmore University. We have so far recruited more than 150 students into the program. Our target is 2,000. So can I get 100 from Kisii? Those who are willing. Yes. Where are they? So if you are willing, there's one guy we work with, Dominic. Where are you? Dominic he does insurance option. If you want that skill and you apply, just talk to him. I need 100 students so that you start learning. Even if you don't sell, you will get the skills, you get the experience, so that tomorrow when you go out, because one of those insurance agents is going to give you an appointment letter as an employee. So when you go out, the insurance company and tell them, I did accounting, I've seen you have advertised for position of an accountant, I'm applying for that job. They'll ask you why. I've also worked in insurance and have experience. Will they not pick you to become more relevant? You are an IT person who understands a concept about insurance. It's easier for you to get a job than a first-class accountant who has knowledge about, who doesn't have knowledge about the industry. So that's one of the roles we are doing. The project number 3 is with Kisii Africa. So with Kisii Africa, one of the things again we have realized, students don't understand about the disruptive nature of where the world is headed to. So the founder of Kisii Africa has worked with the Silicon Valley and a number of universities. So they have also brought together specialists who are able to teach you about the modern technologies, where the world is headed to, and what skills you need to learn. We are not saying you are doing BS topic. No, learn a skill. A certificate is a certificate, a degree is a degree. Have an extra skill. So through Kisii Africa, we are also giving a free training, free certification. What you only need is to have a network. If you have a network, you can be able to do that course. The good thing with their program is using a lot of the artificial intelligence. So within the training, you'll be asked questions. If you don't answer 2 questions, they know you are not in the classroom and you don't get a certificate. Very engaging to ensure that people are engaged, learn, and move on. This program is running for people between the age of 18 and the age of 35. I believe if you do Kisii Africa, and for Kisii University, 500 positions is not a problem. Can we train 500 Madam A? Yes, we train you 500 of you. Free training, nothing. You don't require to pay anything. The other program we are running is with the Canadian Institute in the USA, and I want this gentleman to stand so that you can see him. So one of the things Professor Ekekwe has learned is that Professor Ekekwe is one of the inventors. He has done several programs, some being used by the US government. So he realized students also in Africa have little information about the industry, what he calls the mechanics of business. They don't understand how innovations work. So for him, he has gone and sourced guys from top world companies. Talk of Microsoft, talk of Flutterwave, talk of Coca-Cola, talk of Jobberman. Jobberman is the sister company to Brighter Monday, who is our partner. So those team of experts have come together and curated a program for you to be able to prepare them for innovation. Guys, not all of you can get a job. We advertise. I advertised a job for 3 people. When I was in the bank, I used to work with KCB Bank. We advertised for 10 positions of starting our ones. We received 600 applications. Where do you start shortlisting? There are no jobs. Economy in a kazi. Kenya in a kazi. Yada America, fanya kazi. Huko wanatangaza. Hakuna kazi Kenya. Labda hata ikikuwa kuna mtu ametengewa Kenya. You know that? Job in advertising with somebody in mind. Hata job description inahusu mtu fulani. Because there are no jobs. So for you to avoid that, learn about how you can even become entrepreneur. This is a course that is very nice for you. This one has a financial cost. Currently, we are charging $10. $10 is 1,000 in Kenyan shilling. $10, just the cost of administration. Once you are done this course, it's like an executive diploma in business management. Executive. It doesn't mean when you do this course, now you go out and start your master's. No, it's an executive, just to give you knowledge, information. I know he is a graduate of the program and a number of students from Kisii. He's also our ambassador for the program. If you are interested to join the program, talk to him. You can also become our ambassador. He has now a letter from the KK saying you are the official ambassador. If he goes to look for a job, they say, okay, we know the KKs in the USA, we know the work they do, they have reached this number. It means you are doing a good job. So, what is the advantage of joining this program? Maybe I can just mention that. One, it wants to transform the minds, the thinking. So we start thinking, but you know, most people don't think. Most people don't think. They just stay in the world. I want to see students who can sit down and come up with an idea. Come up with an idea and even present it before CEOs. That one can only come if you engage your mind. But if your mind is engaged with betting, engaged with badminton, you know badminton? Badminton and all that. So we also give them skills training around HR. So again, you can also be able to get a job through job. The last project I want to mention is a project we're starting today. Actually, yesterday, that's when we signed the MOU. We are now, one of the things that we have realized in Africa again is the savings culture. So one company called Core Finance. Core Finance have come up with a program to train what we call financial wellness. Financial wellness is a program where we teach you about finances. Let me tell you one problem, even me, I have had very bad money habits because I was never trained. And most people will tell you, they could earn money, but they're not able to manage because we were never trained. So I've taken up that responsibility. And when I found these guys, I felt very well. So Core Finance wants to train young people again from the age of 18 or the millennials about the advantages of saving, financial management, budgeting, what we call the financial wellness. So this program, you just download the app, and once you download the app, you are able to get that financial information. We'll be hosting webinars around financial planning. What is good about this one? The program is regulated by Capital Markets Authority. Who knows that? Finance. Finance guys, right? Accountants. Which CMA? CMA, what is it? Capital Markets Authority is a government regulatory body. It regulates investment in Kenya. So this one tells you, once you invest your money there, and the minimum investment is 100 shillings. Then there are also the fund managers, Britain fund managers, are the key drivers around the project. They have already run the project in Strathmore University, KU, and the University of Nairobi. By the way, things are happening in Nairobi and other places. And unless people like us come to you and tell you, you'll sit here in Kisii with people and listen. And by the time you go to Nairobi, utafuta kazi, hakuna kazi. Wale wa Nairobi washachukua. Do you know that? Because those guys are getting the difference, by the way, even the difference between going to the US and studying in Kisii is the information you get. What information do you get? If you are seated and the information you are waiting is who is dying, then you have a big problem. If you are seated and the information you are getting is what are the new technologies, which is the new company coming up, what are they doing, then you are good, you are moving on well. So with Oka Finance, we'll be able to do financial training. And one of the key people I'm targeting are the first years. We have had a financial training session initially, but now Core Finance comes in to supplement as they do in first year. How do we train? But again, 4 years by day, as you get a job, kindly learn about financial management. Money is never enough, but it's good to have these skills. So, I want us to download this app. By downloading this app, you support corporate career to be facilitated to run events, to trade. Just download it. By saving in this app, you are able to earn 10% interest. And the good thing about it, you can withdraw that money anytime you want. It's a money market fund. For those who have done finance and insurance, it's a money market fund. So I've shared the link to Mboya. Where are you? Mboya, share with your groups. And I want to see how many of them. Just download. It will require your carrier pin, it will require your ID number, and then your phone number. Just like that. Download it. And once you download it, share the link with your friends. Let us join the movement. Let us start running. So the reason why I'm just mentioning this with a lot of confidence is that it's regulated by the government of Kenya. So this is not a scam. So we are waiting for scams as they go up. The other project we want to run, probably we are yet to conclude, is data science training. So we are partnering with Data Science Nigeria and we'll be training Python, machine learning, data analysis, deep learning, artificial intelligence, all these things for free. So what I only require from Kisii University is to give us a lab where students can go and learn. So when this project comes up, those interested in data, because he has told us the best people in data science in the world are first Indians, number two, hope you can remind us that. Who are the good people in data science?
African Nigerians.
Nigerians are better in data science. So data science Nigeria is training 10 million youth in the next 5 years. So when I saw this opportunity, I thought we also need to learn them in Kenya. Because it's an NGO, they are doing it for free. You only need to create time, learn, and they're training very nice programs. These programs run all the way to primary schools. So I spoke with Madam Karia. We also need to go to our secondary schools and enroll them in data science as early as that. They're also running boot camps where you participate, and if you win, if you are the best in that boot camp, most international companies come to recruit through Data Science Nigeria. So you can also check their website, Data Science Nigeria, and see what they do. And imagine what we can do in Africa if you seated here can start adopting this. So these are the opportunities I told you. We need to have guys who can do this. Here niwaambia nikikuja nakuja na kazi. Bobo ananipatia yake naweka pamoja. Whatever how many interns you give this? Do you have any intern for this? Intern. Can you give us some? Na wakuja wafanye interns. Amen. So Wariama will take 3 interns for HR. Madam unaweza andika hiyo. 3 interns for HR from this city. So if you need an HR internship, talk to the dean. Then wanafunzi investment, wanafunzi through the digital self agents, we train 100, a minimum of 100. You can even train all of you, but we need a team that can learn, get to understand. I prefer people in insurance and actuarial, but again, I also prefer people who have interest. Yeah, actually, usikuje ku waste time. The people are training you are managers, and we are employing from this team. I have spoken with my managers. We'll be employing from the wanafunzi. Guys who have gained skills from college, when you come out, you have the experience, we employ them. The Kenya LF program, we need 20 guys who can be able to be our promoters on the ground so that we keep this conversation moving. I don't want us to come to Kisii to some easy to Muzuri, then we go. So we need to keep it moving. We also formed the Kenya LF program, the Kenya LF club, so that people can also be able to learn, where you also have to interact with the guys in the US, get to understand what they do there. We can also have student exchange programs where you even meet in the evening. IT students from Kisii University, IT students from the School of Alabama in Huntsville. You share some information. Kama wewe ni mkuu wako, ila mdomo wako, una shrub kidogo kwa wazungu. That's good. Those are the things we want to do. For Kisii Africa, we need we'll give an opportunity for 500 students. I'll share link. Just register through your president there. I'll share link. Register for the January cohort. We are training from January, February, all the way. You'll have a free certification. Then for financial wellness ambassadors, I think I'll leave this to Mutati. He's very good in that. If you want to be an ambassador for financial wellness, there's a money component in there because it's a financial institution. There's a money component. If you want to make money, extra money, and a good money, up to 5,000 per day. Up to that. Can they see you? They can see you. You can stand your corner. He has already doing it because we mentioned about it. And what you only need is to just run. Let guys subscribe because we need those. We start engaging them through the app. Subscription only. But I know people will subscribe before you go. Then for Isaka student community, we have a community of 50 students who are willing to learn, and there are so many opportunities free. There's no payment you are doing about it. So I don't know who is interested about Isaka. I saw those who registered, they get it. I'll also come back to the day so that we have those clubs set up from next week. Then for Kisii Africa, 5,000 I mentioned. Kenya IELTS program. I also wish to have an ambassador from each faculty, two per faculty. I think that will do us better. So that we pick for the initial ambassadors. And Bob will send you t-shirts. Bob, is so you can send them t-shirts. Yeah. So Bob, and again, one of the things that comes with this one is experience. This is how you gain experience, by being volunteering to do some things. Then for ISEM, I forgot to mention this. We're also working with the International Institute of Certified Forensic and Investigative Professionals, USA. So this institute, we are working with them. They also train programs for people in finance, people in accounting, auditing, criminology and security study. Who does criminology? Criminology, those guys used to be very active. Yes, I want to pick that neck. We also need to talk about these programs so that people start learning about criminology. It's a very nice course. Do you know we employ criminologists in the insurance industry? They are our investigators. And there are very nice programs for them. So we'll also talk about that. Then the Kenya Institute, of course, the boss himself, Pande can do it, but I know it's disabled to do it once we are. So with that much, I want just to mention something. There are few skills we train you so that to make you well prepared for the job market. And this one is available. If you have a team, let us know, we can train you. One is career management and finding your career path. We train about professionalism and ethics. We train about financial knowledge, money market, budgeting. That's now where Core Finance comes in. They also have partners. Personal branding and CV writing. We have Waremba here, corporate. We have also Bright Amanda who train that. Then critical thinking, problem solving. We are told in the morning we have trainers around that. We also do oral communication and interpersonal. Actually, the communication skills you have to pick up. Do you know it? That's not communication. That's an academic course. There's communication. You need to learn about how to communicate, how to write your CV, how to write even a text message to a professional like me. Mambos, I may not answer that. Then we have another leveraging on technology and online opportunities. We're also working with now Kids of Africa, the digital era skills. Again, Kenya IELTS program. They have agreed there's free programs we start running in Kisii University. So those programs will agree with the DVC. We had a meeting yesterday at the VC to have a hall, to have a computer lab where students can go to study about machine learning. They can go to learn about processes automation, robotics. All those courses will be taught here in Chuka University. For those who don't want to go to the university, after when you wanachunga shamba yao, kama unachunga shamba, that's okay. Utasomea hapa. Those who want to go, they go. Then finally, I want to mention, if you want to reach us, actually, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Complex Career Academy. The reason why I want you to subscribe, all this information, if you miss anything, you'll find it there. If you need information about their career, you'll find it there. We have so many speakers who come to the Corporate Career Academy. So just go there, Corporate Career Academy on YouTube. I know you have, you are able to subscribe. You can also reach us through WhatsApp. That's our number, 254-111-44-525. Kindly write to me, don't call me, I'll call you back. Then you can also write to us at skills@corporatecareeracademy.com. We are bringing so many partners into this program. And I want to mention some few what they do here as I go. So we have recommended they train on job skills. We have International Institute of Certified Financial Analysts. They start their sessions from next year. Again, talking about financial analysis. He is a member of the institute. You are a lecturer here, our Shuri. We also work with Enlightened View, a company that trains on personal development. International Institute I mentioned data science in Nigeria. For those who want to travel, I hear people mentioning about travel. We have more fire adventures. And the reason why they are my partners, these guys started their company. When I was speaking to them in Chuka University, when they were in second year, he came to me and said, I have an idea, I want to start a company. He started, by the time he graduated, he's the CEO now. Yeah, he's the CEO. And I did after class. So we also give him room, they do tours, travels. If you want to plan a tour to Mombasa, talk to them. We talk to them. Again, the Insurance Institute of East Africa, they are giving us free training for students interested to understand more about insurance, specifically a program on ethics in insurance. So they just for free. We also work with the care they have mentioned. We work with Casnet. They were supposed to be here, but they were here this week. So we'll come with them next time. Ray Media Graphics, that's all our graphics. And again, I want to mention this one. I was speaking in a university, and a student came to me, told me I'm a graphic designer. can I do some work for you? I told him, yes, you can start doing that work. He started doing my work. The work became good. I connected with different people before he was in third year. But before he graduated, he had incorporated the company, and now he makes money. So he does all our graphics for us. So it's part of us. And they're also willing to train graphic skills, graphic design. If you are interested to learn graphic design, write to us. I'll link you to them. They take you through training. Kisaka Kenya, again, we spoke with them in the morning. They're here to support COA. I spoke. Airlift, I spoke. Kizo, e-mobilities, they are teaching the digital skills. They also need an Ajira digital, which they run. So we also bring them. The Airlift Circle. Student TV is one of our sister companies. What we are doing with Student TV is to bring now the art, the artistic part of it. We have Corporate Career Academy dealing with professionalism, but those who want to dance, we don't have a problem for dancing. But I don't have a problem. It's very important. If you are a comedian, like this guy who was here, do it. So through Student TV, if you want to be featured, to be known, join us. We are on the road to make you famous. Then Wanafunzi, of course, Hatkins Limited. Hatkins Limited again also trains students on IT skills. And we're also working with Hatkins to train student entrepreneurs. If you are an entrepreneurial student owning an enterprise, let me know. We had a meeting yesterday at Malin National, Malin Hotel, where we were training entrepreneurs on the tools to enable them work. So if you are doing entrepreneurs, let us again with them 36 to be working with us. So he's soon becoming the CEO of Corporate Career Academy. So all those are the people we work with. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. To our partners who came to this function, I really want to appreciate you very much. This work cannot be done by one man. It requires the efforts of all of us. I also want to appreciate the summit led by their leader, Mboya, for our work well done, the student management, the dean of students for giving us this opportunity to talk to you. Mr. Washuri, you have done a very good job. We have well-attended meetings. Thank you for the coordination. The guys who gave themselves to support this one, it will never go in vain. God will bless you and you have the experience. One of the things I forgot is to give you a certificate. As Corporate Career Academy, we give free certification. For each and every event you attend, you have a certificate. Honestly, I remember this morning, prepare the link, hours and digital certificate. So what I'll do, since I have your phone numbers and your email address, I'll send you a link. Go online, download the certificate. Should you have a challenge with getting that certificate, write a text message to this number. Once I've shared, post 254 111 on WhatsApp 445250. You can see the number. So I'll share that link maybe by end of this weekend. Of course, I need to get some signatures from the management and from our partners. Then when you go out with this certificate, show people that you spend one day listening to corporate and defend what you sat down to listen. You know, in interview, you have to defend it. So finally, I want to also thank the university management led by the Vice Chancellor. We were with him yesterday. He's very positive. He's supporting the things we are doing. And let me tell you what, I'll be here next time. This year, we are closing it at Machakos University next week. We'll also be meeting them there. They are just confirmed. The Commissioner for University Education, Chairman, will be our chief guest. And again, we are now working to ensure that we are able to support you in your individual clubs. But finally, make sure the knowledge you have gained today does not go to waste. Ensure you go and practice. Don't go and sleep. May God bless you. And I turn the meeting back to Mr. Washuri to continue from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bernard Livingston. Let's applaud him better. Let's applaud better. I need someone to move this and bring that table. We are coming to the conclusion of the meeting. And I think I also need DMK on standby. Honorable DMK and Bob and Madam Dean, put here at the center. Now we have the ARF program with us. I know many people have questions, and even through the Corporate Career Academy, I have had okay. Now we need to have the Dean, the DMK. We have the ARF handbook. Since we are still in the process of partnering closely, they're going to endorse the handbook, and then we'll have the association or an umbrella for the students who will be interested in the program. I don't know if you have many questions. We're gonna form an umbrella where we all students, all the information they need, so that we have, so you can be at the center. I think I'll already need this. Then you can join on the 6th. The camera people in, the one with the still photos, make sure you ensure you are closer enough. I think I'll do away with the photos there. Okay? They're just gonna endorse the Kenya Airlift program handbook with the pens, and then they'll exchange. So we shall begin with Madam Dean. They'll append the signature and the date and endorse the program. Let's let her be there. So we can applaud as we have the program endorsed by Dr. Gladys Osoro, the dean, students. And I'm sure by next year you'll see students. Someone can help me to have this banner and that banner closer. Okay, na ile ya Kisii University. Someone to assist me with that banner from Kisii University at the center. Okay, and then we'll have the director Upstack America to also endorse and have it signed. Let's also applaud for the Upstack America. In the middle, just put it at the middle. Pitisha katikati ile hiyo bana. Okay. So pressure, so the program is finally home, and finally you have the DMK, the patron, the Airlift Circle. Let's applaud. So you don't have to wonder about the financing and what will happen. Thank you. It's finally endorsed. Okay, now at this junction, I think now they are going to start up. So we now do away with the table. When you wameleta meza tutoe na tutoe viti, then watapiga picha wakiwa wameshika the program handbook. Saidiane tutoe hadi viti.